Hey everybody, just wanted to pass on. I've been trying to get my multiplayer up and working. I had to log out of Xbox Live and then log back in, and it seems to be working as I've got Talia and Pilot Pat on my screen now. Although I don't have Nick or Dark, who I think are in at the moment. So I am scrambling. Unfortunately, it reset all my settings, so I've just been trying to play with that a little bit. And I'm not seeing anybody else here. So please speak up in chat if you are around. And we can see you as I try to fix this. You see Dark and Pilot Pat. Do you see me, Talia? That's one I'm trying to figure out. So I've got two of you in sight anyway. So it's better than the other day. At least I got a couple of you here. Let me just bring up everything. So Dark, you're here using your visibility cloak. So I'm at parking spot 1 according to the sim. Looks like I've got Pilot Pat here beside me, and then I've got Talia. I think Nick and Dark are somewhere out here, but I'm not seeing you guys. And the rest of the airfield is empty. So this is very annoying. Again, I've got some of you. At least I've fixed that, and that took me logging out. Again, Xbox Live, logged out, logged back in, and now I'm finally starting to see people. Hi, Nick. Hey, Dark. So anyway, we got some of you. This is very annoying, but we'll go with what we have. Don't have my usual intro here. Unfortunately, due to trying to get everything set up. You can see on this model we got a little bit of a texture glitch at a far LOD, which is itself annoying as well. But today we're going to be flying down to Smithton, which is back on the main island of Tasmania, and using live weather, so it's rather cloudy out again, so we're going to be kind of low to the ground as we go. And if we take a look over here at the windsock, we can see the winds are blowing from that direction. So we're actually going to use this runway. It was at 3.5, and we'll taxi down there and take off to the north and then circle around. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Dark Fury's name tag just jumped in. There he is. So Nick, we're waiting for you. Nick, you can see me. Well, hopefully you'll pop in at some point. Yeah. Let's hope so. And hopefully this is something they can sort out for World Update 6. 2 terabyte drive for the laptop, yeah. Should be good. Alright, anyway, it's 1930 Zulu, so time to get up and running. So we'll jump over to the aircraft. That's right, I'm in that mode. And we'll get her going. Had to turn multiplayer on and off. Yeah, I was trying that multiplayer on and off, changing servers, and it didn't work. So I decided to log out of the Xbox server and log. Let me control options. I think there should be something. Mouse sensitivity. Bring that down to 30. Apply and save. Yeah, it's a little bit better. But none of that was working, so I actually had to sign out of Xbox Live, like I said. Anyway, that. Okay, that one I want to get rid of if it's going to do this for everything. Assistance options. And the problem is it went and turned. Let's turn that off. I went and turned all of these back to easy mode. Well, it seems to. Okay, why is this still doing this? What command? Anybody? Again, this is tooltips. I don't want tooltips. I want, is it under user experience? ATC voices. Should be notifications, right? They're all software tips. Is it something under piloting? Accessibility. Menu animations. Miscellaneous. New. Talia, can you point me to it, please? If you could. General options, I'm in. Just looking for it. Flight model? No. Miscellaneous. Cockpit interactions to legacy. Flight model. That one? No, it's flight. Is it? Cockpit interactions. Cockpit interactions to legacy. Legacy? Legacy. Menu 2 flips off. Apply and save. Hey! Well, okay, now that stuff. I don't want. God, I tell you, sometimes. What is the. The labels. How do I shut those labels off? And flight model back to modern. Yeah, modern flight model. But how do I get rid of those name models? And that's the tooltips. Okay, so general accessibility menu tooltips are off. Instrument name tooltips off. Yes, thank you very, very much. Much appreciated, everybody. All right, so battery on. Why is my fuel pump running? Oh, there we go. So let's come down here. Generators are on. Fuel boost will turn on. Condition lever forward, props back. Power lever to idle. We'll put on the beacon and nav lights. external power is off. We're starting on our own battery. Boost is good. Generators, we will turn avionics number 2 on, so we can get the engine stuff up. It's not going to put the engine stuff up on this side. So we'll go with avionics 1. This will give us our engine information. There we go. And all right, are we clear? We are clear.
TOS system test. Okay.
Starting engines. Ah, all right. Now I got to take this one out as well. But I'll do that once I get the engine up and running. If I can remember where that one is as well. All right, she's spooling up. RPM's running up. There we go. Got ignition. Engine's up and running, so the starter can come off. Fuel boost will go back to normal. Generator is on. We'll do the reset just to make sure she's good. Second avionics on. We'll bring that up. We'll come over to our PFD and wind on option 3. And we'll put our CDI to nav mode. And we'll let the engine warm up. So one last thing we got to do for options is the external view. How do we turn off the overlay? Trying to remember that one as well. Is it miscellaneous? Weather is local live weather and noon for our local time. Oh, it should be under cameras, I believe. HUD off. Yep, there we go. Ah! Nick! We see you. Excellent. Oh, this is looking good. Starting to get everybody here. So our destination today, we're heading back to the main island of Tasmania, and we are going to Smithton. I want to make sure I pronounce that right, which is YSMI. So we'll come over here to the flight plan, and we're going to put in, we'll go backwards here, YSMI. QRS M and HI. There's Smithton, and we'll go enter and enter, and that gives us our direct line down to where we're headed. Basically what we're going to do is fly the coast to King Island, and then once again we're going to cross the bay, and then we'll fly over along the coast towards Smithton. And let's see, we got the islands. We may fly down and take a look at the islands as well. We're not going that high, so I'm going to set an altitude of 1,000 feet for today, and we'll see where we are with the clouds. We may be scud running the entire way since it is fairly overcast. Although the live weather, thanks Talia. The live weather for, well, down on the mainland is showing, oh, wow, that's changed. It's now showing fog and broken clouds at 200 feet. So this could be interesting. This could be very interesting. Anyway, let's get ourselves ready to taxi. And it is fairly dark in here, so we'll get the lights up so we can see what's going on. We'll add a little bit of light to there, and we'll add And what are you doing with my light? A little bit of panel light there. There we go. Alright, so we are ready to go. So we're just going to do a hard wheel around, and I'll lead us out to where we're headed. So, let's see. Parking brake off. Oop. We'll get ourselves turned around here. And we're flying in the Fly UK's Topa Sky livery. We're going to head down this way. We will go take off flaps. And we're going to be taxiing down the runway. Here comes everybody. Very good. Yeah, I think the weather's busted again. It's a bit of a pain. So what we may do is once we get down to the end of the runway, I think we'll all just change over to few clouds. Just so that one, we're all on the same weather, and two, we can enjoy the flight. Let's get a little bit of power here. Although one thing I just realized, I've got my prop all the way back in coarse pitch, which we do not want. So we'll put it forward and let the prop get into fine pitch. There we go. We'll head down to the bottom here. So our flaps are ready for takeoff. This is the shorter runway. It's 3,600 feet, but not an issue for the Caravan. We'll do a short field takeoff, which means we'll hold the brakes until the engine's spooled up to full power before we go. And this is custom scenery for King Island, and custom scenery when we head into Smithton. So this is all from flightsim.to. Of course, like the language from my Simmespooch, yeah. Oh, there's been a lot of words being said. A lot of words. Hi, Wayne. Just booting up the sim, I'll catch up. Alright. We'll see you in the air. So, Wayne, we're going to be switching over to few clouds for the flight. Nice to see all the Caravans. One Shot Racing, good to see you. Thank you for joining us on the stream today. Alright, so let me do this from inside the cockpit. Put the brakes on. So we're going to go in, and just to make sure everyone is seeing the same thing, we'll go over to the Few Clouds preset. There we go. Now, hopefully, yeah, time stayed the same. So we're good on the time. It's about 12:30 in the afternoon, so we should all be good there. Wayne, you served in the military. I cannot believe you never swear. And by default and definition, being a good boy has its drawbacks as well. So let's say we got two Topa Skies, we got a default, and a couple of these tour ones, which is pretty cool. And for some reason the turning radius isn't as good as it should be, but that's fine. And Talia, are you still using that G1000 mod? Still haven't downloaded it, but I'll have to give it a try. Since Wednesday's live stream in Hawaii, we're going to be in the Caravans again. So, anyway, we're all here. Looks like we're all ready to go. So, parking brake is released. Brakes are on. Power coming up. Wow. Brakes are not holding. So we're just going to release. I found that with this, and then with the DC6 as well, the normal brakes don't want to hold it. I have to put on the parking brake. Anyway, there's 55 knots, more than enough. And up we go. And we got to clear the trees. So we're going to keep cranking it back. Keep that airspeed at about 70. Mod for the Caravan. Okay, I'll definitely take a look for that. So, there we are, 500 feet, flaps coming up. We'll begin our turn over here to the right, and we'll start heading to the southeast. And we're going to be looking for that 1,000 feet so we can get a nice view of the countryside as we go cruising along. The airport's back over this way. We're looking good. I'll throw the autopilot on. We're going to go for 1,000 feet. We're going to bring the power back. We're going to bring the engine RPMs back. Both of them back to about 1,700. Forgot the strobes, that's fine. Put our recog lights on. And we're cruising. So we're going to head out here to these islands and take a look at them as we fly along here. And I can actually see all 4 airplanes. Oh, there's Wayne too. Excellent. So Wayne just got up in the air. So who are we missing here? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we got everybody. That's good. Nice to see. Your reverser's kicked in. Yeah, I haven't set up my reverse thrust on this one. I can just do it on the keyboard, so I haven't bothered with the throttle. So it's a bit of a haul. We're 75 miles to the airport, but we're going to do a little bit of sightseeing over here on these islands as we go. So we'll dial in a heading of about 100 degrees. Right now we're just wings level on the autopilot. And we'll go into heading mode, and let's pull back the power a little bit more. We want 1,700 and 1,700 on the prop. There we go. About there. And our condition lever is in full, so we don't have to worry too much about that. Not sure how you would use the condition lever in a turbine engine anyway, so something to play with. And we are chucking along at a pretty good speed, about 150 knots. And of course Wayne is flying a Spitfire. Quite the nonconformist. There is an inertial, there's this damper thingy, initial separator. I'm not sure exactly how that works either. Sometimes I've seen them fly TBMs in real life, and they use it at low speed when they first take off and stuff. I'm not too familiar with it, one shot, but doesn't seem to hurt things too bad. Turn those lights off, they're not really needed. I'll leave the panel lights up. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful island here. Yeah, I've had it a little bit flaky sometimes with when I first turn it on and trying to get that initial climb out sometimes. So, very interesting island, very flat here. King Island off the northwest coast of Tasmania. Let's see, we're at 1,000 feet. We're heading out to the main island, but there's some other little islands we're going to hit. So I'm just going to go bring up a map so we can figure out what it is we are looking at. Oh, there he goes, flying his silver Spitfire. So we're going to be flying over Three Hummock Island, Hunter Island, and Robbins Island, and Walker Island. These are the big ones that we're going to head out towards. And again, beautiful, rugged South Pacific coastline. Spitfire countermeasures. Yeah. So it's beautiful cloud effects here on the water. Oh, really? One shot. Okay. That's the inertial separator, or is that... Okay. Well, thank you for that. Much appreciated. See, we got somebody sneaking up on us. There's our shadow. Take a look. There he is. So I'm running in, once again, I'm running in 4K on my screen, what I can see in the game. Obviously it's downgraded to 1080p for the stream. But I'm running pretty much everything up at ultra, except for a couple things. I think the water textures are at medium, and stuff like that. But clouds are at ultra. I've got high detail for objects and stuff. So hopefully that comes across in the stream and looks nice. And you can see there's a textural issue. That pink is coming in, but if I zoom in a little bit, it disappears. So there's an LOD textural issue. This has happened with a lot of things as well. A lot of aircraft. So as we're chugging along, heading towards the islands here, you found the wind icon on PDF. Yeah, it's very nice. Gives you a nice look for the wind as you fly along. There it is, right there. We got 4-knot tailwind to 66 degrees roughly. So the Caravan is actually an interesting airplane. It's basically a short hop airplane used all around the world, and you can find it everywhere, and it's a very efficient airplane. Never flown in one, but we've had them come in and out of the airport that's near me, the small airport where the museum I'm at is, and they're pretty cool. And on Wednesday next week, now that we've done our flying Britain end-to-end stream, we're doing a one-off Hawaii, and we're going to visit all 5 islands in the stream. So it's going to be a couple hours of flying, but we're going to take the Caravans, load them up with fuel, and we're going to hop from island to island and check it all out. So it should be a lot of fun. And it should be great now that everything here is working and we can see everybody again. So Hawaii should be very interesting to fly around and see. Some small airfields, some bigger airfields. So looking forward to that one. Yeah, I've seen them again when I used to fly up north in a couple small airports. You used to see the FedEx ones come in and do their pickups, and everything. It was really cool to see them. Let me figure out. Yep. So we're heading for. We're gonna go to Hummock Island first. So the area of water we're flying over is called the Bass Strait, B-A-S-S. And of course we got King Island, you can just see on the horizon here. And we're heading out to 3 Hummock Island, which is just off. I think we can just start seeing it on the horizon. I do got to put my boat mod back in so we can get all the shipping out here. Got to check to make sure, see if it's any issues with the recent update. There's Wayne in his silver Spitfire, flying iron colors. Hope you brought enough fuel this time. Now, just so everybody knows, at Smithton, because I've switched over to a few clouds, we're going to be landing on runway 24, which is just over 5,000 feet. So it should be good. Pilot Pat, it sounds like you had some trouble there. I saw you said you were just coming back up. Hope everything is good. There's the islands coming into view. So has anyone here been to Tasmania? I wonder if we can see you from in here. We should be able to. We got the windows here. Ah, there he is. Duck down and look out the window. You're getting a little close there, Wayne. Wayne? Very good. It's a fairly quiet airplane inside. So we're heading down to the island here, and then we're going to cut back over to this one, and we'll head down, visit these islands, and then head down to our destination for today's flight. Hello, Christian. Good to see you, sir. How are you today? As you can see, we've resolved the multiplayer issue I've been having. Because it's a turbine engine. It's the sound of the turbine. the thing with the Pratt & Whitney, the PT6A that it uses, it does have this very distinctive high-pitched whistling sound. But that's just out of the engine. It does actually sound like that. I have the sound setting set to simulated headset. Is that something you do third party, or is that done in the sim? Like when you're inside the cockpit, are you hearing a different sound than I'm hearing? Yeah, Christian, it's a small gas turbine engine in it. It is pretty distinctive. It doesn't have all the baffling and buffers that, like, when you get into the bigger engines, and they operate a little bit differently than high bypass engines. So, oh, interesting. I know on a couple streams, like when I flew some of the jet fighter trainers on the videos, I would do a simulated effect, like I was speaking into a mic, so it sounded like I was coming over a set of headphones. But I didn't know that there was an option. Where do I find that, Talia? I'll turn it on so everyone can hear it. Sounds like Christian is interested as well. Spend too much time searching the menus because I know I'll be popping out of the multiplayer, but if I can find it quickly, I'll turn it on. Oh, Pilot Pat, did you get your push from Wayne? Oh, okay. I'll just quickly assuming it'd be in general options, sound. Master voices, mute audio in background. Is that it? No. That's not it. Anyway, I just popped in behind you guys. Yeah, I know. That's why I wanted to know where it was so I could quickly go in and do it. Why are my flaps down? Oh. Oh, no. I didn't mean to hit that key. Oh, there go the flaps again. I think it's because of my Honeycomb. I'm not using my lever for the flaps. I got a little flap switch, but the lever is all the way down in its off position, and I think it's picking that up. So I'm going to have to, in the profile for my complex single, I'm going to have to make sure that that is turned off. Yeah, Wayne, I don't know if I've turned on all my Spitfire liveries again. So I may not have your one on. So it may be pulling just a random one out of the ones I do have, unfortunately. Yeah, so flaps are up now. So here comes the island. So like I said, the first island we're coming up to is 3 Hummock Island. And that's this one here. So we're going to fly up to the island and then come along, and then we'll cut back across. And this one is called Hunter Island. So then we'll take a look at that. General options, sound, and communications. Okay. Talia's getting further and further out front as we play with these menus. I'd like to have an option where you hear the same thing in external view like the cockpit without using a custom camera. Yeah. So, like when I fly some of the bigger airplanes with the custom camera to go outside, you wouldn't get the sudden loud engine noise. I could see that. That would be helpful. Hello, Wayne. Welcome back. Looks like Talia had retracted her gear for a second there. Oh, there we go. It popped back out again. A little bit of LOD stuff. Oh, it's a heavily treed island here. So is there anything here on this island? Let me take a look. There's a place called Golden Beach. We'll go down and take a look at it when we get there. It's down over on the southwest coast of the island. So down over there. I think actually that might be it right there. Oh, we'll come over the island and then fly down there and take a look. Oh, you're enjoying the throttle quadrant? Yeah, it makes a huge difference. And I really like when I'm flying the DC-6 and I'm having to work all 4 engines to keep them around the same power settings and everything. I do love the cloud reflections. That is awesome. And there's the island. Let's head over the island. We'll get a look at it. Well, when I first got the sim, I was using the Logitech 3D Extreme Pro, and it just had the single little throttle on it, which was fine. And then I was using keyboard for everything else. But now that I'm running the Honeycomb setup here, Yoke and throttles, so much better, so much better. One Shot Racing, I am from the Toronto area up in Canada. And I have a lot of people from Europe that kind of watch and come along on these flights, so you find a bit European, Canadian, there's a few Americans. Alright, so we're going to head down across the island here and head down to that beach. Let me just... Golden Beach, I think it's called. I couldn't fly with a controller. I mean, not that I've used it on my PS, what do I got, a PS3, PS4, PS3, but I don't know. I couldn't do flight sim with a controller. We're gonna head over to Golden Beach here. I think it's a little bit further around. We'll go to about 222, or yeah, 220. Should be around here. You can see how heavily wooded this this island is. No towns or anything. Looks like we got a little grass strip here. EasyJet channel. EasyJet Sim Pilot channel? Gavin, yeah. It's a good channel. Very knowledgeable. Yeah, little grass strip here. And the beach is over here. Uh, 240. Little hill there. There's the beach. Golden Beach. Look at that. Very nice. Now it's not very warm here. Don't forget, we're in the very South Pacific. I think the temperature today, when I was looking, granted it's the middle of the night, it was only 4 degrees Celsius. So, oh! Wayne, you changed colors. You're now a reconnaissance Spitfire in light blue. Very nice. So there's Golden Beach. And we're heading over here to Hunter Island. And it looks like there is an airfield on Hunter Island. YHTR. And I think that is it right there. So we're going to come out, fly down the length of Hunter Island. Ah, Faro, yeah. Well, we just finished our flight, our series of flights in small GA airplanes, traveling from one end of Britain to the other. It was 13 legs, and we ended up in the Shetland Islands. Very, very beautiful. Let's head over this way. We're going to head down towards the airfield. Well, I'm sure you are, but every time you come near me, I think it reloads a different skin. So this is Hunter Island. It looks like it's got a road. An airfield. And we'll turn to the south. Oh, 180. Fly down the length of it. Very interesting landscapes here. Of course, this is the main island of Tasmania, across the way. And on this island here is the Bird Island Game Reserve. So that's Bird Island. I'm assuming they have lots of birds. But we're going to head over here to Walker Island. Somewhere around here is apparently an airfield. I'm not seeing it. Alright, so let's head eastward. Got it there. That could be it there. Looks like a nice grass strip carved out of the trees. We'll pop out in a second, take a look at it. How are we doing for fuel? Fuel's good. 190. Yeah, I got a feeling that was the strip there. We're going to head over here to Walker's Island and then to Robbins Island. So on Sunday we're going to continue with our Ford's flight. Will be the airliners, the A320. We'll be flying from Sri Lanka up to Pakistan. As per normal, I will have some in-flight entertainment for the long flight. It's about 4 hours. And hopefully, this time, I don't have a crash to desktop as I'm coming in on final approach. Yeah, the grass strips can be fun, especially when you're flying in mountainous areas and you're doing those little hilltop ones. It can be a real challenge at times. It's very beautiful out here. I love how it gives the sharp outline to my shadow, but Wayne's is rather blurry. Come in a bit closer, let me see what your paint scheme is now, see if you're still in the PRU colors. And again, if you are interested, we do have the Discord channel where all the information about these flights is listed, and you can find everybody, pretty much everybody that's here right now, are in there chatting and help with the sim. Oh, water's turning brown. There's the island. Yeah, you're still in the PRU blue. Alright. So we're going to now turn to the south. And go down over Robbins Island. Oh, 180. Separation here, nice little channel between the islands. Now, Robbins Island has a east beach here. I'm not sure if it's actually got any real population. There's no towns or anything that I can see. Thanks, Nick. Nightbot wanted to join in as well, so he threw up the Discord link. See how low the sun is down here, and it's to the north, which is right for here. This is winter time down in the southern Pacific, so the sun is low to the horizon. It's kind of weird thinking about it all being reversed. And very flat on this island as well. And again, once you head south of Tasmania, there's nothing down there but the Antarctic, really. And there's the main island of Australia coming up. So, how far away are we? 10 miles out? Alright. So we're going to go into GPS mode. We're going to take it over. The town of Smithton is over here. It is a coastal town. This is Perkins Island here. And Perkins Island is it has a conservation area on it. And then the town is in this little bay down here. And the airport's somewhere in that area, so we're heading towards it. So again, we're going to be pretty much at circuit altitude. So we're going to come in on a left-hand pattern, straight in on the left downwind. Do the left base and everything, and we're going to be landing on runway 24. Again, 5,246 feet. So, should be plenty of room for everybody. Come down and take a look. See the airport here. See that showing that runway heading of 24, so it's going to be slightly to the southwest. So we're going to kick out slightly more to the south and then come in along. So we will just go over to heading mode again, and we'll fly about a 170 just to bring us out so we can come in and around and then circle around to land. And again, Smithton Airport is a custom airport from flightsim.to. No, I haven't heard of that one-shot racing. Probably get a decent system for $2,000. I mean, right now the huge cost is not the CPU but the GPUs and their availability. Oh, Nick, you're seeing them green and brown? Well, there you go. So if you a little bit bumpy, I can hear things banging in the back. So if you look at Gavin's channel, he's got some good videos on his settings, and he's running a mid-range system as well, and he's really fine-tuned his computer and getting some really good performance out of it. So it's a good one to take a look at. Go over to 166 now. Just start easing around. We get ourselves lined up. Yeah, mine's liquid cooled as well. So 240 is going to be the heading. So if we go over to 150, 150, that'll put 240 on this point, which means we're flying directly perpendicular to the runway, which is what we want because we're on what's called the crosswind leg of this box pattern. For that runway. We're doing a left-hand circuit. So that's all good. I think that's the airport over there. So we're going to fly down just a little bit further. And then we're going to come in and do our, yep, see the runway there? So we can now crank this over another 90 degrees. And we're going to put 240 at the bottom. We're going to want run 60. And that will put us on the downwind as we head towards the airport. And the airport's somewhere out here. Not seeing it yet, but we're coming up for it, as you can see. Oh, there it is right there. And there's the runway we're going to be landing on. So what we're going to do is autopilot will come off. We're going to put our landing lights on. Condition lever fully forward. Props fully forward. Going to hold that 1,000 feet. Pilot Pat trailing at one point, but he's going to be the first one to land. There's the town of Smithton, or Smithton. So usually what we'll use is the end of the runway here. Looks like a slightly displaced threshold. And the end of the runway, we'll start bringing the power back, start reducing our speed. She'll probably put it on now. Speed coming back, trimming out. And we're into the white. First notch of flaps going in. Ooh, that's a rather high nose up attitude. Alright, we're going to make our base turn now over the town. Let's get her over to about 25 degrees. There we go. We are really ballooning. Power coming right back. Second notch of flaps. Speed coming down. I want about 65 knots. 70 knots. In around there. That's where my track IR would be handy. Looks like Wayne's doing a circling landing. Very appropriate in a Spitfire. Alright, here we go. Turning on to final. There we go. Runway's in sight. Yeah, a little bit of displaced threshold. You can see the trees there. And we're down to about 70 knots, which is fine. Do a little bit of a curve. Very good. .500 feet to go. See the trees there. Let's get up on my seat. Oh no. It's horrible. Spitfire. 60 knots. We got 5,000 feet. Don't need the last notch of flaps. And we're over the trees. Power's coming back. Power's right back. And we're down. Bit of reverse. And we are down. So we'll take taxiway Alpha. The flaps coming up. And we'll head over to the buildings. Don't want to run over dark here. If you just want to pull off to the side dark, and we'll park up. Oh, is that on the ground? Okay. Thanks much. Appreciate the information. Dirt trail coming up behind us here. You can hear that Merlin. Oh, One Shot Racing, you're more than welcome. On the Discord, all the series that I run is up there, including server information, whether it's multiplayer or VATSIM, the weather we're using, the time of the stream, and what the series is and the aircraft we're flying. So, more than welcome to come in and join us. And please drop by the Discord if you haven't already, and say hi. Oh, there was a tree right in the extended threshold? Yeah, that would get your attention. Alright, looks like we're all here. So we'll jump inside the aircraft. Okay, we're all set up. Parking brakes on, so we'll turn the landing lights off. Taxiway will come off. Strobes can come off. We're all set. Everything else is good. So, ignition lever back, props are fully forward, throttle lever is back, engine's coming down. We'll bring the lights down in the cockpit. There we go. Prop is down, so nav light and beacon light can come off. Fuel boost pump is in normal. That's now boost pump is off. Motor is off. Ignition is in normal. Avionics are off. Go away. Generator is fine, and the battery is off. Looks like the aircraft is secured, and I think if we look around, we have everybody here. Alright, so let's take a look as we exit out today. Although I don't see Wayne, although I hear his airplane. I know he was behind me. Anyway, that was leg 2 of our Transylvania. I will say that. Tasmania tour. We'll carry on next week. as we explore the island and we fly down to somewhere else. Thank you very much for joining in on the flight today, guys. And we'll see you on the Discord, and we'll see you in the sim. Thanks, everybody. Till next time, bye for now.